think about this concept. You have a foreign government, the British government, bestowing upon itself the authority to decide who is the legitimate leader of Venezuela. Who cares what the British government thinks? I mean, could you imagine Venezuela deciding who the legitimate prime minister of the UK is? You would laugh at this concept. So why do we not laugh at the reverse? Because they brainwash people into accepting this idea, this notion that you can dictate to other countries in the global south, non-white countries, who's in charge, right? This is no different from colonialism. It's no different from coming onto their shores with boats and just, establishing an earl or a viceroy or whatever and governing people. It's no different. It's just being done remotely now in another manner. And they're literally robbing them, right? So this is the same kind of tactic we see used with all other regime change ploys, right? So just like they did with Syria, Obama saying, Assad has to go. Who are you to decide that? I mean, in the same breath, they're saying the Syrian people should be given democracy and they should decide who their leader is. And yet you're speaking for the Syrian people and you're not Syrian. And the same thing here with Venezuela. They want to give Venezuela democracy and yet they're deciding who's going to lead Venezuela. You're not Venezuelan. It's not your business. You're dictating to other countries what to do. You're an imperialist pig. You are a fascist. There is no other way to look at this. It's disgusting. So they always use this tactic, right? They use it with Lukashenko in Belarus. They used it with Assad in Syria. They used it with Gaddafi in Libya. They used it with Saddam in Iraq. They're using it now with Maduro in Venezuela. They just decide, we don't recognize you as the legitimate leader, even though you literally won a democratically elected mandate. And same thing with Morales, right? They accuse them of voter fraud and rigging using the OAS, which is a Cold War instrument. And then they get rid of them. They oust them. They literally commit coups using far-right militias or whatever other means necessary or available to them, rather. So it's all the same game, right? They just randomly bestow upon themselves the authority and deem themselves fit to decide who is leading a country that they have no connection to on the other side of the planet. It's absurd.